It's an interview between Dr. Stein and Dr. Ware. So that's the Green Party team. They're on the Breakfast Club. Now, be that as it may, you got to give respect for the fact they brought them on, because they didn't have to bring them on. In the beginning, I thought, okay. But I always knew it could go off the rails because right over there, Angela Rye. And Angela Rye has one purpose, guys, and one purpose only. Her job is to make sure the Green Party don't do well. Then there was somebody else in the studio whose job was to make sure Angela gonna be okay. To make sure Angela had backup. This entire interview, all we had was talking point after talking point. It's like every talking point that Angela Rye could dig up under. It's like she went into the woods of propaganda for the Democrats. Every shill remark, every slight, every disrespectful conspiracy theory, every piece of slander, every piece of disrespect, every piece of dirty dog reporting, fake reporting, hateful rhetoric, lopsided views that you can find about the Green Party and independent parties in general that they could find. She dug them up. She turned over every stone and grabbed the bits of hate, the bits of disinformation, and compiled them so that she could lay them at the feet of Jill Stein in an attempt to shame Jill Stein, in an attempt to shame Dr. Stein and Dr. Ware. To help out the Democratic Party. Because her good friend Kamala ain't go, she can't spare any votes. Can't nobody take no votes from Kamala. Dr. Ware was on point, man. That was my first time ever hearing this brother. And he was knocking it out the park. And I appreciate this brother. I sat there watching this thinking, this is an excellent team. And I'm glad this is how this turned out. Because the dynamic works. They're good together. I would have let Angela Rye have it a little bit more. She needed more work. Because for you to make the argument that Kamala Harris somehow has owed some votes, when Kamala Harris, Dr. Jill Stein got more votes than Kamala Harris. Yeah, Dr. Stein had to campaign to be the Green Party nominee. Okay? She didn't throw anybody under the bus to be nominee. In fact, she didn't even want to be nominee. That's my understanding. I guess some people with different opinions about that, but that's what I'm going to go with. It ain't that way in the Democratic Party. You know it, Angela Rye. So your whole premise is garbage because Kamala should not even be running. Next, all of the smears have all been debunked. If you got time to look up a smear, you got time to look up if the smear has been debunked. When you come out, lawyer, Angela Rye's a lawyer, when you come out and you're a lawyer and you're reading a smear on the air, you took time to look up the smear, you could have did the additional search to look up the truth, the debunking of the smear. There's absolutely no evidence that Dr. Jill Stein is working with Putin. None whatsoever. Angela Rye stood up there repeating Hillary Clinton talking points, AKA CIA talking points, AKA white supremacist talking points. Yeah, that's what you were doing. It was amazing when Dr. Ware said, was it? I don't know who it was. It was either Dr. Ware or Dr. Stein. They said, hey, everything's a CIA talk. Everything is a Russian talking point to these people. Anything. Anti-war, Russian talking point. Climate change, Russian talking point. Reparations, Russian talking point. They were saying that black people who were fighting for reparations were Russian bots. Was that you, Angela? Oh, no, that was Tiffany Cross, your partner in crime that you currently do business with. See, Angela acted like she was surprised, blindsided, like she was being attacked, crocodile tears, pouting like a 12-year-old, when in actuality, she's a very dangerous person. Angela knows Jill Stein, Dr. Stein, ain't no Russian plant. She's an activist fighting for the rest of us, fighting for regular people, not fighting for the Democrats or the Republicans. And that's not good enough for Angela Rye, because Angela Rye, that's contrary to what Angela Rye's job is. Her job is to help her friend Kamala win. Which brings me to another point, guys, and I want us to think about this. I believe a civil war is afoot. And what happened today, I'm glad it happened. What happened yesterday was getting a lot of play today. What people are talking about today with this interview, I'm glad it happened. We need more of this to happen, because you know what happened? And Dr. Ware said it, and so did Dr. Stein at the end. It's good this happened. This is excellent. We got to expose all lies, like Cat Williams said. All lies will be exposed. And those who get upset, we know why they're upset. They should be. We got to go through this process. This is the only way the masses get to fully wake up. The Breakfast Club is a mouthpiece for the Democratic Party. It's the closest thing there is that The View, Seth Meyers, a lot of the late night talk shows. These shows, their purpose is to peddle DNC Democratic related talking points. That's their role. Anything else they do is sort of like daytime TV. Nobody cared about General Hospital. Hey, put anything up there. That's what the advertisers or the owners of the network were thinking. Hey, man, we need these people to tune in and show them these ads. As long as they look at the damn ads, what do these dummies want to see? Oh, they want to see twerking? Put twerking on the screen. They put twerking on the screen. As long as you're watching the screen when the damn ad comes up. Same process, same concept works with the Breakfast Club, with The View, with General Hospital, with all those daytime dramas, soap operas. Put the garbage on the screen that gets people to tune in, the demographic that we want to tune in, and then we show them the ad. They don't care what it is. They want the ads. The Democrats don't care who comes up there or what happened with Drake. Every once in a while, there'll be a story that catches wildfire like Drake, or, you know, something happens, a rapper gets shot, or someone sleeps with someone's girlfriend, or Jess Hilarious fell down or got back up, or I don't know, something happened. DJ Envy's getting sued, or Charlamagne the God sniffed a chair. No one really cares about that stuff. That's just stuff that happens, Negro stuff, silly Negro stuff, ninja stuff. No one cares, right? What's important is when we bring up Jamie Harrison. Y'all didn't know this was a shield corporate. This was a corroborated, generated collaboration between the DNC and the owners of this network. What is it?
iHeartMedia owns The Breakfast Club, folks.
Their job is to give you propaganda about the Democratic Party. That's the only purpose for it. And nowhere was it more clear, guys, for them than today. But it's been present all this time, Johnson. Name all the other people you didn't have any interest in seeing. Why would you want to see Bakari Sellers? Why would Bakari Sellers be on the Breakfast Club? Why? Think about all the boring-ass Democrats that have come through that network. Why else are they there if it's not to push you, to corral the masses, to corral the demographic that they're trying to go after into the funnel to go into the Democratic Party wood chipper? That's all it is. But I gotta say, people are starting to see it more clearly now that the rain is gone. People are starting to see it for what it is. No one's being fooled anymore. More and more people recognize it. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Angela Rye, because that display, you act hurt. You just called this woman a Russian asset. You said basically they're worthless. You said you ran and you lost. You ran for office and didn't win. Oh no. You compared a grassroots organization for the people to a corporate backed by billionaires and lobbyists that are dropping bombs on brown poor people in other countries who can't even afford uniforms, that are in a proxy war with Ukraine. And you're saying, why ain't you polling better? Why you ain't got more money? It's like going up to the drug dealer who's got 5 crack houses and going up to a guy with a regular job and going, where your Bentley at? Oh, you ain't nothing. You ain't got no Bentley. Shoot, I know you got an honest job, so what? You ain't got no Cristal. Where your Cristal? You should be ashamed of yourself. You know what? I think somewhere in there, maybe you are a little bit ashamed, but I think it's buried deep under that cold Democratic blue heart. Oh, yeah, it's deep undercover at this point. You've been doing this for a long time. And I think people are finally starting to pull your card. Yeah, you didn't like the fact Jill Stein said what was obvious. The talking points that you are using come out of the mouths of white supremacists. Because they do. It don't say you met them a different way. Nah, man. Nobody owns a black vote. Every black person who has a vote, it's their vote. How can there be black votes if there ain't no black jobs, Angela? Why are you talking about the black vote, Angela? I guess there's no black families either. No black pain. Oh, what would you do? How you gonna get paid then if there ain't no black pain? All of a sudden, what's the sister you was caping around for? Oh, she lost her. She lost her. She might lose her law license. They railroaded that sister out of Baltimore. Yeah, okay, well, if you know what, she ain't got no black job, because ain't no such thing as black jobs, right? Ain't no black jobs, ain't no black mayors, ain't no black nothing. See, it goes both ways. And I'm just so glad. I'm so glad, man, the independent media is speaking on this. I'm glad that all of us in independent media are trying to get jobs. I'm glad there's a Dr. Jill Stein. Even if I disagree or agree or whatever, at the end of the day, a situation like this, you just made the wagon circle. It ain't felt this good. It's like Groundhog's Day. Yeah, man, what you did today is you united the left. You ignited, you united. You cried, you up there crying, boo-hooing. Sister, thank you. Thank you, because you united people that have been at each other's throats between you and AOC, whom you defended, who attacked Jill Stein, the Green Party. The Green Party show up to elections with $500 in a box of stamps and a couple of bottle caps, and you wanted to go after them? You are that desperate, AOC, that's who you got your sights set on? And we're not supposed to think this is not a hit job? Give me a break. Nell Carter. My name ain't Nell Carter, but you need to give me a break, sister. And to quote Dr. Cornel West, get off the crack pipe. Yeah, man. But once again, man, this is a beautiful day. It's a good day to see you guys get your pushback. It's a beautiful day to see people who have been at each other's throats. It's sort of like when you're in a neighborhood, y'all can have some beef in the hood and some stuff, some bad blood between neighbors, but all of a sudden, I don't know, there's a tragedy. You know, maybe a flood, maybe a fire, maybe some random violence, because that happens in the hood. And all of a sudden, whatever you were beefing about don't even matter no more, man. Because you look across the way and that's your brother, that's your sister. And y'all on the same block. We're going to stand up for each other. We're going to be there for each other. And thank you, Angela Rye, because between you and AOC, we got that happy feeling.